Sometimes the most powerful decision you can ever make is the decision no one hears. The moment you choose peace over noise, healing over chaos, and yourself over the people who never chose you. Choosing peace quietly, the kind of strength no one applauds, but everyone feels. There will come a time in your life when you stop fighting battles that drain you. Not because you're weak, but because you finally understand your worth. Healing doesn't always happen loudly. Sometimes, the real shift begins in the softest moment, when your heart whispers, "Enough." You don't need a dramatic ending, a final argument, or a grand announcement. Sometimes, maturity looks like simply stepping away, with grace. And that's the quiet strength most people never talk about. 1. The power of choosing peace over noise. There's a version of you who used to explain everything, your feelings, your pain, your intentions. You wanted to be understood. You wanted clarity. You wanted closure. But now? You've learned that not everything needs to be said. Not every emotion needs to be justified. Not every hurt needs to be proven. You choose silence not because you are defeated, but because you finally feel confident enough to stop defending your existence. That is growth. That is healing. 2. When you stop fighting for what hurts you. There's something deeply powerful about letting go without bitterness. It's not easy. Walking away from people you love, habits that comfort you, or situations you've tried so hard to fix, that takes courage. But choosing yourself isn't selfish. It's survival. Sometimes the most compassionate thing you can do for yourself is to step away from anything that fractures your peace. When you stop running back to what broke you, your life begins to change. 3. Healing doesn't look like what you think. Healing is not always meditation, journaling, or glowing sunsets. Sometimes healing is messy. Sometimes it's lonely. Sometimes it feels like doing the same small things every day and wondering if they even matter. But they do. Healing is waking up and choosing not to go back to the old you, even when the old you feels familiar. Healing is taking responsibility for your emotional space, your boundaries, your inner world. Healing is silence. Healing is patience. Healing is choosing peace on days you don't feel strong. 4. There is strength in not responding. You're not obligated to match anyone's chaos. You're not required to react, prove, argue, or defend. Silence is not weakness. Silence is a strategy. Silence is emotional maturity. You don't need to show people that you've grown. Your peace will show it for you. Your choices will show it. Your energy will show it. The moment you refuse to be triggered by what once controlled you, that's when you've won. 5. Choosing yourself quietly. Choosing yourself doesn't always mean starting over dramatically. Sometimes it means deleting a message you once would have answered. Walking away from conversations that drain you. No longer begging for effort. Letting people misunderstand you. Detaching from what isn't aligned. Saying no without guilt. Loving yourself without apology. It's subtle. It's quiet. But it's life-changing. Because the moment you choose yourself, you stop abandoning yourself. 6. Your heart knows when it's time. There's always a moment, a soft, almost invisible moment, when your heart decides it's done hurting. Maybe you don't even realize it at first. Maybe it happens on a random morning while you're brushing your hair or making tea. But something shifts. You breathe differently. You think differently. You feel differently. You stop chasing. You stop explaining. You stop settling. You begin returning home to yourself. 7. Peace is a daily choice. Peace doesn't arrive all at once. It's a habit. A discipline. A commitment to protect yourself from anything that steals your softness. You choose peace. When you walk away instead of arguing. When you rest instead of overworking. When you release instead of holding on. When you trust the process instead of forcing outcomes. When you respond with calm instead of reacting with pain. Bit by bit, your life becomes lighter. 8. You become a new version of yourself. There's a version of you emerging now, softer, wiser, quieter, more grounded. A version of you who no longer needs validation to feel worthy. A version of you who understands that silence is not emptiness, it's power. When you choose peace, you choose a higher version of yourself. You choose clarity. You choose alignment. You choose healing. You choose life. And everything around you begins to shift. If this message reached you, if it touched even the smallest part of your heart, remember this. You deserve a peaceful life. You deserve a soft heart. You deserve to be loved gently, starting with yourself. If the journey feels lonely, don't worry. You're not alone. I'm walking this path with you, one silent step at a time. If you want more healing content, more peace, more quiet strength, please support the channel by liking the video, subscribing, and leaving a comment. Your support helps this small safe space grow, and I'm truly grateful for you.